start the part. The fucking, yeah, okay. Just start doing a moonwalk. Yeah, awesome. Oh, now you're walking forward. Okay. Yeah. This is the Chozo dust. Spectrally bioelectric field, invulnerable to natural energies. As these entities get phased in and out of existence, the only way to track them accurately is with X-ray scanning. This partially phased nature makes them vulnerable to natural energy types, such as fire, ice, and electricity. Their aggressive and erratic behavior is most likely due to the corrupting effects of Phazon and the Talon 4 environment. They appear to be drawn to Chozo religious sites, where they wreak havoc upon anything that dares enter the area. Alright. Super missiles pretty much one-shot him. Don't really need him as much on this difficulty, but magnetic rail system track. In morph ball mode, press and hold Z when close to this type of surface. Use this to move the ball along the track. Release C to disengage from the surface. Caution! A morph ball bomb will briefly disengage the ball from the track. The eldest greatest power lies beyond the second lock. The plasma one. Chozo runes translated. The hollow banner text reads the Hall of the Elders. Radiation collector designed to absorb and store solar energy. They appear largely decorative. Identify a statue of a Chozo elf. According to Chozo lore, these statues serve as the watchful guardians of tombs and shrines. Its outstretched hands are empty, as if awaiting an offering. Things bound to earthly shape are temporal and frail, existing in a single dimension. They are fragile, vulnerable, and ultimately mortal. However, not all things obey this law. Shapeless, they wait beyond the realm of perception, emerging only when one arrives, when who can feel their presence, such as is the will of the Chozo. Our will to defeat the evil seeping into this planet remains. We desire only to see the darkness meet its end. The will of the Chozo has no mind or reasoning of its own, though this will be the trusted one's trial. I can either do that, or I can either do this. Spider tracks, what's that? If you can do a triple bomb jump, you could probably get up there without doing a lot of this, but oh yeah, I clearly want to go back down here. Let's see what's in here. Missile station, step into these stations to fully load your missile launcher. Drainage shutoff is holding, maintaining the water level of the reflecting pool at 95%. We found a pool. Fractures detected in talc-alloy drain cover. The cover still functions, but its integrity is unstable. And we have the ice beam. Shall we freeze the Metroid? Oh, wait! We are susceptible to cold, apparently. I hope we find a suit that is invulnerable to it. No. I don't know why they made the ice beam so fucking powerful in this. It's like fucking ridiculous. But they probably made the plasma beam weaker. But still more powerful than the ice beam, don't get me wrong, but nah. Oh, look, we aren't supposed to be over here, are we? Or are we? Yeah, sure, we can access this area, but I wouldn't recommend it. I can't remember if it was possible to get through this area without fucking, but I don't remember. One of the big things about going that direction is probably the fact that you're probably going to have to get the fucking artifacts over there that's near the gravity suit. But this crate appears to be the same type of container found on the Space Pirate Frigate Research Frigate. This material seeping out from the ruptured metal is highly toxic. Now, in the case that this may be the Phazon, compound the space pirates for using in their biological experiments. Yeah, that's a lot worse. And I'm sure it's even, that's on normal mode, so like, bleh. Just think about how bad sitting in that shit is. Uh, on veteran and hyper mode, or yeah, whatever, hard mode. I don't need to go over here, but I am fucking stupid. This is a waste of fucking time. Do not go this way, guys. Just FYI, if you're doing a speed run, like effort until the end of the game, but whether you're in or out of bounds. Respect the game's boundaries. Chozo strip translated. Throughout our living nightmare, as we battle with this unyielding darkness, we Chozo see a light. This light glows with promise, chasing the shadows cast by the great poison, purifying that which has grown toxic. It is strange, though. At times, it looks to our eyes as if the light coalesces into the figure of a woman. Burning brightly, the luminescence as it descends from space and retreats back into the infinite blackness from whence it came. When this prophecy come to pass, when the light recedes, the Chozo's long vigilance of the containment will finally come to an end. Chozo strip translated. The containment of the great poison. This task has fallen to the Chozo. We will not flee from our duty, even as we suffer the land and its creatures. We will pour our will into the 12, the artifacts that, when brought together, form the lock that holds the great evil at bay in the depths of the planet. This lock must stand up to all who might come to assault it, to preserve the power of the seal and protect it from those who would meddle for their own designs. We will spread the artifacts across the land, hiding them from prying eyes. The lock must never open until the day comes when this disaster can finally be put right. Chose artifact, totems here, that's the impact crater. With that fucking meter mentioned in the lore was this artifact is truth. The first of 12. Collect it. Then scan the totems here for the clues of the locations of the remaining artifacts. Together, the artifacts will open the hatch to center the impact crater. Funny how they created suit items that got absorbed into Samus's suit that just and are somehow tied to Pacific souls and on the planet, which is the what? I find that to be weird. It's different from what they're normally able to do, have shown to do, because supposedly the Chozo designed their suit. Right? And we have modular upgrades. Right, or whatever. But, and they probably go into the suit in the same way, but the way they are, it's kind of, you can't use this for anything, it just, I don't know how to describe it, it's just a piece of data that, well, if you have all 12 pieces of data, you'll unlock an elevator down into the planet. I guess that's what you would say, but It's more what it is, but ugh. Ugh. But that's the best I would describe it. But somehow they're also tied to Chozo ghosts. So I'm like, boo. So it makes me wonder. If every single item is somehow tied to, maybe the various suit is somehow tied to, I don't know, a Pacific Chozo, old bird that gave, supposedly the various suit is a suit that old bird probably used at one point, I can't remember, but, or something like that, I don't remember, but if they're all designed that way, then maybe it's not as advanced as the suit parts. But I don't know. This is our most advanced shit, and I don't know. You see things that they would create in like other things that they create or whatever, but you also see, generally speaking, the most advanced things that the Chozo created are the stuff, are the suit upgrades. I guess you could say. Is if you look at other things like, I don't know, if the incinerator drone, for instance, was Chozo designed, yeah. But there are also other things, and I'm just like, those were designed by Chozo, really? um, Not later in the series, that we see later, but I don't know. I mean, I guess it kind of makes, there is a something that kind of, because it's, they say in the lore that they for some reason decided to go to this planet and then live like fucking I don't know how to say it, because generally speaking, this planet doesn't look very technological. It appears more bio, and they decided to live like that. But but they obviously had the ability to create suit equipment and shit like this on other planets. But they just chose to do that for this one. And this is the other path I was referring to. From what I know, there is a way to get across this without using the spider ball, but that is just. We're meant to do this your first time the other way, but, because I'm kind of going through it backwards. But puddle spores in the floating lava mollusk, protected by an impenetrable shell. Puddle spore was when approached, attempting to intimidate with its size. When open, direct fire to its mantle causes it to flip into a defensive position. If it can slam shut, it ejects its spread of harmful energy globules. Wait a minute. What the fuck? Nice call. Seriously. God. Burrow turning insect predator. The burrower is similar to the beetle, though it prefers to spend more time underground. It sees seismic disturbances, then surfaces to attack. It has enough cunning to realize when something is too large for it to handle. Beyond that, it is fairly ignorant. What it lacks in brains it makes up for with aggression. Hmm. Yeah, I guess those puddle spores have fucking heat. Why? Why? It's weird because certain people think, certain people think, um, Samus, because of, like, I don't know, theories and measurements they've done or whatever, Samus is probably, like, extremely fucking tall as well, like a 7 or 8 footer. Honestly. And then we see like a few other characters in the series or whatever, probably like for instance another M that probably tower over her, and it's like, bro, those guys are fucking like, honestly, no. I think it's, dude. Yeah, I thought so. That's the room to the stupid. I'm not gonna state how the fuck I'm doing this, but you probably have to be as crazy as me just to fucking Frost Cave. Hi, it's a Hunter Metroid. As a Metroid energy siphon tentacle increases its threat level. As Metroids develop, they become more efficient predators. An energy draining tentacle allows them to attack at a distance. Quick to anger, a Hunter Metroid will charge troublesome prey and attempt to ram them into submission. Cold-based attacks are still quite effective against these creatures. You mean like that? It looks like it has like a grappling beam of some sort. Glider, docile airborne creature with unusual magnetic properties. Gliders live a relatively peaceful existence. They have a magnetic signature attuned to common grapple beam tech. The sport of glider riding involves using a grapple to attach to a glider, because you can also use a grapple beam as a weapon. The sport of glider involves using a grapple to attach to a glider and staying on it as long as possible. And typically, the grapple beam is supposed to be going out of the arm cannon. not on the left arm like it is in this game. So it makes you wonder, is this Samus? Are we playing as an imposter? Oh, great. Are we playing as a faker? Fantastic. Hey, what are you doing? I'm not gonna explain to you how to do this, but typically it's easier to make this fucking jump on on the original Prime, but oh, I'm probably not gonna get this, but I'll show it. Hey, you actual. Cause whatever. You gotta be careful whenever you get the item that's up here. But, it's a power bomb? Because if you do it a certain way, there is something you can cause a glitch with an enemy that it's a sentry drone. If you do it the wrong way, it will if you do it the wrong way, it will trying to remember here. I remember something happens, but I can't remember what it was. It might have been something with an item. I don't remember. But I mean, you're not meant to be able to make this jump. Well, we won't have power bombs until like much later, so what the fuck are you talking about? Oh, you actual son of a... You gotta jump on this. Just in the right spot and just the right way to get up here. If you use a thermal visor, you can actually see a door behind there. There's like an artifact behind it. And the power bomb expansion is over there. I guess I'll go ahead and get it, but I'm not gonna do it that way. Cause what the fuck ever. So yeah, the power bombs look like this. Power bomb space increases the number of power bombs you can carry. This is not how you're normally supposed to get the power bombs. Drones reporting for mine duty must check in at a control tower for a debriefing. Phazon Vein Omicron has the highest yield per cubic meter of all excavation sites. Impact core is estimated to be 800 meters from termination point of Phazon Vein Omicron. It's much harder to do that on the Wii version, but I will not explain how. I will not explain how. I jumps like bleh. I probably made that look much easier than it actually was. You see, the thing about getting power bombs this early, it can be very difficult once you use it, it can be very difficult for you to get another drop. But you gotta be careful, and you only got one there.